Good evening. The grim financial figures just keep on coming for Australians, with confirmation that our economy is barely growing. New data out today shows what many have been feeling, that households are in recession and have been for some time. The government is propping up the weak growth, but that creates its own problems in the fight against inflation.
These are difficult times for many, and increasingly people are getting help for the most basic of needs.
We see people who are now working 2 jobs reaching out because they still can't afford to put food on the table.
And that's been reflected in the latest economic data. The Australian economy grew 0.2% in the 3 months to June, and annual growth is now at just 1%. Taking away the pandemic, it's the slowest rate of annual growth since the early 1990s recession. And it's household spending that stifled growth. Consumption fell in the quarter to levels seen during the COVID lockdowns in 2021.
The private economy has effectively ground to a halt.
The measure per person, GDP per capita, fell 0.4%, the 6th consecutive quarter of negative growth.
That's 18 months our economy has been in a household recession.
And we are hoping to see some rebound in the next quarter as households have more money in their wallets from the Stage 3 tax cuts and energy bill relief.
It's the government spending that's right now propping up the economy.
It's made a really important contribution here. We'll make sure that our public spending recognises and reflects the economic conditions.
But the challenge for the Reserve Bank, of course, is monetary policy is slowing growth, and we don't want fiscal policy going in the other directions.
When there's only one direction, people want interest rates to go.
Higher interest rates have done their job. We expect that the economy to be at the bottom of the trough and interest rates to have peaked.
The Reserve Bank Governor has previously ruled out a rate cut this year because inflation is still too high.
You look at the particular pressures in our economy, it's a combination of global economic uncertainty, persistent but moderating inflation and higher interest rates, and I don't think that's an especially controversial point to make.
The political reality is the Albanese government's current term in office will be defined by how it responds to these pressures and provides tangible help. And it'll soon ask voters for a second term.
The economic figures that we're seeing out of this government at the moment, that makes people feel, quite anxious.
Ashley Raper for 10 News First.